Well, we are live. Welcome on this first ever Powerhouse webinar. I want to thank every single one of you guys for getting on this webinar. Man, I am excited. I'm excited for every single one of you guys who are about to get on at this very moment. So I'm just waiting for everybody to get on. We're going to get this webinar started in about 2 to 3 minutes. So if you are getting on, if you're on already, I want you guys to just go out and share the message to everybody in your organization. Start spreading the news, start letting everybody know. Text everyone that you know right now, because we have some valuable information that really can not only change your business, but take your business to the next level. So if you're on this webinar at this very moment, oh wow. Yeah, thanks, Luke Wilborn. If you're on this webinar at this very moment, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Not only are we excited about what's going on in the world of VIMA, but what's going on in the Powerhouse Network and our organization. Really this call is designed to give you information to not only take your business to the next level, but really, let you guys know what's kind of going on within our organization, what's going on in the company, and where we're going in 2015. We just had a phenomenal elite call this morning with BK Barreco and all the top income earners in the world of VIMA. And man, we're excited. We're excited for not only what's going to happen in 2015, but in the years to come, where this company's going. It's going into the multi-billions. And so, I'm just here tonight to kind of host this event, host this, webinar, as so many people in different parts of the United States and actually in the world are tuning in. Wanted to just welcome every single one of you guys. Wanted to welcome you on this webinar. We have Mr. Brad Alkazin, our special guest speaker, really to share with you guys some insights and some thoughts on where we're going as a company, where we're going as an organization. So here's some housekeeping rules. I want to start off with this. Wanted to let you guys know, if you have a pen and paper handy, I would suggest you go grab it. If you don't have that, take some notes as we're going to get this conference call started in approximately about 5 minutes. Brad is actually currently on a conference call right now, but some housekeeping rules. Get a pen and paper handy. Get everybody, get to a quiet area. Get your whole organization on this webinar, because I can promise you this webinar is not only going to change your business, but it could change the course of what your organization is going to do in 2015. And so, again, this call is designed to not only spark momentum in your organization, but to inform you what's going to happen in 2015, what's going to happen as we end off the year, right? What's happening in the corporate headquarters, what's happening in the world of VIMA, but more importantly, what's happening in Powerhouse Network. For those who don't know what's going on right now, we have a phenomenal promotion that's ending this Thursday. A promotion that if anybody qualifies for this promotion, you're able to get on a cruise. You're able to get on a cruise with not only the #2 income earner in the company, Brad Alkazin, but with myself and every Powerhouse leader, that are executives and above that are going on this cruise to Mexico. And I think you got a couple more days left till you qualify till the end Thursday midnight. And we did a special promotion just for this week at the end of this RA, just for this week. We wanted to let people, still qualify for this cruise. So new people that are getting started tonight, new people that have gotten started this week, new people that are getting started today, or new people that got started yesterday, you go out and enroll 3 people on a silver affiliate pack. You get to qualify for this cruise, and we will pay half of your cruise. And all you have to do, I think, is less than $100 to be on this cruise. And so super excited to have Brad on this conference call, on this webinar. And one last thing, as I pass it over to him, I was talking to a handful of the leaders, and how 2015 is coming, is around the corner, and we're finishing off 2014 strong. I just want to let you guys know, we got to get committed. We got to get committed to go to the next level. I think everybody on this webinar, I think everybody around the world, they are stepping up to be the leader that they want to be. We got to be committed to growing as a person. We got to get committed to helping other people grow. We have to be committed to helping other people rank advance. But more importantly, we have to be committed to being here every single event, every single year, every single convention. And I'm excited about what's happening November 2nd at Super Sunday. Guys, everybody in Southern California, Northern California, everywhere in every different areas here in California, everyone's coming to Ontario, California at our Super Sunday training, our Powerhouse Super Sunday training. This is going to be a sold-out event. If you haven't registered for that already, I suggest you get registered. If you don't know the link, get with your upline. If you don't have an upline, just get with us and we will send you the link. Go on Powerhouse Network on Facebook and we'll show you and we'll let you know what, I think there's about 10 VIP seats left. Everything will be at the door. But I suggest if you want to not only have a big 2014 as we end off the year right and going into 2015 with momentum, if you want to have everyone in your organization rank advance before the end of the year, if you want everyone in your organization to not only rank advance but help their organization, frenzy, double frenzy, I suggest you get them to the November 2nd Super Sunday training in Ontario, California. Pre-registration starts, it started about a week ago. We only have a few VIP tickets left. You could register at the door if there are no more tickets online. And so with that, I want to just pass it over to the man himself. I've had a chance to work with the #2 income earner today, Mr. Brad Alkazin, for about 4.5 years. I was blessed enough to lock arms with him. Man, he's mentored me along the way, showed me, how to really make a 6-figure income in this business. And for those who are, obviously tuning in for the first time, in this business, sometimes we don't know what we don't know, and that's why we don't have. And I got to tell you guys this, man, in life, you got to follow people that have results. In life, you got to follow people that really know where they're going in life. And in life, you got to follow people that are certain about, about success. And what I can tell you here today at this very moment right now in our careers in 2014, October, I can tell you that this guy right here, the guy that really started the YPR movement, the guy that really established everything in the company when it came to momentum about 3 years ago, this guy not only has a heart of gold, but he wants to help a lot of people. He wants to help a lot of people, reach their goals and their dreams. And he's doing that already. He has a, track record of proven results. And I'm just excited to have him on this first ever Powerhouse webinar call. And so excited for you guys to hear what he has to say. He's got exciting news. He's got exciting things that we that corporate is coming out with. And him and I were on the, corporate call early this morning, and we got some phenomenal news for you guys. But without any further ado, the #2 income earner on his way to Pinnacle by the end of this year, one of my best friends in the company, but more importantly, a guy that serves so many people and has helped so many people transform their lives, Mr. Brad Alkazin. Here we go, buddy.
Hey, guys. How you doing? Brad here. Great to be on this webinar. Shout out to the Powerhouse Network. Obviously so proud of everybody, and all the accomplishments that have come from this amazing team, and just really excited about, where we're at and where we're going. Obviously, just getting back settled into, the routine. I've been on the road. Obviously, Jed was on the road. We've had some amazing travels, getting a chance over, the fall to be able to go to the Europe convention and really just see around the world. Around the world, people are in love with these products. People are loving the product, number one. But number two is that people around the world, are excited for change. People are looking for change, and obviously financially in this economy. And so really great to be here with you. Want to share a few thoughts, you guys. Obviously, again, so proud of the Powerhouse team and what's has happened, but I'm really excited about what's to come. I think that's really, along the way, the thing I think about most has been the amazing journey, the experience and really the adventure of, not only meeting great people in this business, but traveling to places I've always, dreamed of and being able to, experience different, cultures and different lifestyle. And I think that's what's really neat about this business is the experience you're going to gain and the person that you're going to become. So really, obviously, sitting here with Jed, if you're not right spiritually, got to get on your Bible, got to, get right, mentally, get on your personal development game. Been working a lot with Bob Proctor. And then obviously you got to get right physically. You got to get in the gym. If you're not, in taking care of your health, you're going to, definitely find it's a difficult business. And I think that's what my goal is for 2015 is to change the game and to do some things we've never done before. We're going to finish out the year strong. And how do you do that? Number one, qualify this week for the cruise. You guys don't miss out. You have an opportunity here, to really, take your business to a whole new level, to really gain some knowledge from not only, if not the best in the industry, Mr. International, Jed Bunneluz, but to be able to really surround yourself with, leaders and really people that, really have had, major success in this business. And so I encourage you, number one, to really lock arms with somebody on your team and really get busy tonight and the rest of the week. I'm doing a call, obviously Jed's doing calls. We're all doing team different calls. And so I think the thing is right now is to lock arms and really get out there and frenzy. That's going to get you, a spark into your business. It's going to kick you off into the new RA, which starts Friday morning. And obviously from that point, you're going to spend some time with us, on this cruise coming up. And we're so excited about that. And also you want to, get on track to rank advance. You want to get on track to go gold. If you're not yet gold and you're listening in, that's our focus, really between now and the end of the year, is to get you to the gold rank. That point where really you have a team, you're busy, and the whole business starts to really, take off. I think now you're going to have a success story. You're credible. You have some income coming in, and a lot of people are going to pay attention, when they see that you're getting the results. So I encourage you to not only, take yourself, and really, put yourself in the right element to start getting to that point. If you're already at gold, get to diamond. Rank advance, because you don't want to miss the next leadership event we're going to have in Las Vegas with my dad. He's going to be really doing a very in-depth training, and session on really, building a long-term business, what it takes, going through the years, 38 years. He really gave us some valuable information, a lot of which I'm going to share with a little bit as I brought here with me my notes. So I'm just really excited. We have some things that, really on the calendar. You obviously have Super Sunday coming up, which is going to be big as well. So really just, excited about the end of the year. Get registered. And obviously get excited about the end of the year. But 2015, you guys, obviously it's a chance for many people to kind of restart and relaunch. And I think that's what, I'm excited about, is through the years, I've been able to just see, just how this business really works. And I think, what you got to realize is that, along the way, the most important thing is that, if you continue sharing the product, that's the one thing I do on a daily basis. I was at 7-Eleven today coming home from LA, and I met a young lady, in the gas station, and she had a Red Bull. And I went up to her and I said, hey, would you put that back if I had something better for you? And she looked at me kind of funny, but I said, just, trust me. And she put it back, and by the car, I gave her Verb, and she texted me today and loved it. So every day I'm making it a habit to get into conversations. Every day I'm making it a habit to share the product, and to get into conversations with people. And it's either one about their health. Every day I talk to people, I know they're looking to lose weight, get in shape. They want more energy. They want to have, better overall health, taking the Vima product. And I'm getting in conversations all the time about financials, people that want to do better financially. And I was at the car wash today, and I met these two young guys that, they kind of, if you go to the car wash, they repair the glass if you have like shattered glass in your windshield. And these guys were talking about how it's their business, their small business. And I was just kind of telling them, about our business and some of the benefits to, how you can build something like this from your own home or your apartment, your condo, your dorm. And so you never know. And I think the one thing you want to do is just, continue getting into conversations about people's needs. And I think right now, more than ever, you guys, in this economy, people are looking for change. So that's my focus, is number one, I'm getting out and I'm personally, talking and sharing, the product, sharing the story with new people, and then from that point, I'm really getting back to the basics, and I think if you really think about right now, look at your team and who you have involved, and I think identify who wants to work. Going into 2015, I'm really going to be plugging in and focused on, that next wave, the new leadership, really helping you and your team become that next success story. But you got to identify who wants to build, and you got to set some 30-day goals. Jed says it so well in this business. It's not, how many good, it's not a good month or a good week. It's how many good days you have. So if you count how many times, you're exposing the product or exposing the business, how many small meetings, track this. If you make a note and track this every week, you'll find, Powerhouse team, that you're going to be able to really get, kind of on track and pace yourself. You can get, really right down to some, exact numbers of what your business can look like over the next 30, 60, 90 days. And so I think, really the one thing I'm really fixated on right now, is really, the Body Pro line, something that I think is going to be enormous for this company. For my, experience next month in Vima 10 years, I had a chance to really, work, first with the Vima product. Jed can remember when we first started together, Verve really wasn't the hot thing. It was mostly the Vima product that a lot of the parents were taking every day as a liquid vitamin supplement, and they had great results. They loved the taste and how they felt, and the credibility behind it was unbelievable. And so we saw, the response to that Vima product, and I encourage you, get some parents in your business, get some people that aren't in their 20s to try Vima, to let them taste it, let them try it for 2, 3, 4 weeks, and you're going to find you can build a fortune, with the Vima product and some of the people, that maybe, are a little bit more experienced, and they're maybe a stay-at-home mom or, a dad that's in corporate and he's kind of maybe burned out of corporate America. But I think, you really look at what has, happened with this YPR movement with young people. Obviously, Verve fits that demographic so well. But, obviously the last 2-3 years, we've seen that take off in the college scene, even in some of the military. But I'm excited about the Body Pro line. The Body Pro line will be huge, you guys. We're going to be pre-launching this product as it comes out in 5 weeks. The new Body Burn, this stuff is unreal. That one of the best products I've ever seen. And I got a chance to actually to taste that ready-to-go vanilla, shake that comes in the can. And I'm going to tell you guys what, I've had some of those muscle milk drinks and stuff like that. I've never found a product like this, you guys. So I'm excited about the launch of this new product. I know a lot of people going into the new year want to get, back in the best shape of their life. They want to get on track. And that's what life's all about, guys. If you're on this webinar tonight, it's not about where you are, it's about where you're going. I don't care what happened last week or last month. If I'm not where I want to be, you may be not where you want to be. That's the first thing in realizing, in this business is that you can only go up from here. I think, and that's where you got to focus here right now is being able to take, where you are and focus and create that mental image, launching yourself, relaunch yourself into 2015. And how do you do that? Get excited about one new person. I can't tell you, along the way, I would meet one guy and I would drive home so fired up and so excited because I knew that one guy, Jed says it, don't get people that just get in, get people that get it. And if you can find that one guy that gets it, you can find out how simple this business really is. And that's my focus right now. I'm number one, leading with the opportunity. Number two, I'm focusing on a frenzy. I got 2 guys coming over tonight, that I just talked to, and another guy I'm getting started. And my goal is when they get on board to get them to frenzy. How does that feel, that first emotion, that feeling when you get your first check? How does that feel, that accomplishment? And then from that point, getting them on track, obviously to number one, get to bronze, and then get them on track to gold. And how do you do that? Well, you got to line out a list. You got to think of the people, that need the product, people that, if they got a chance to understand the opportunity, they would definitely be excited and see the vision. And from that point, if you can really, learn that approach, I think the one thing Jed and I are more than ever realizing is we have to teach people how to invite. When you teach the approach, when you teach somebody, it's like asking a girl on a date. I don't know if you've ever done that. And again, if there's any ladies on here, you know how awkward that can be, but it's so touchy, right? It's like you can say one word or one thing and it completely throws it off. So think of it like that. And it's something you got to practice. You got to practice that. You got to, you got to really think about that. And I think if you really practice your invite, get with somebody, run through it, go over it a few times, and really, practice the approach, practice the invite, and then get on the phone and dial. Call that guy. Jed, what are you doing tomorrow at 7? I'm excited about an idea I'm working on from my house. I'm working on a project to really, kick off 2015. I want to show you how we can make $500 a month on the side, $500 part-time. What are you doing? We got to get together. There's so many approaches, and so you got to get down and learn the invite and approach. And then the key to the vault is the one who tells the story the most wins. The one who is obviously, exposing the product and the opportunity. And I think that's my goal is to, again, help anybody that you have in your team is just to relaunch, get re-excited, refocus. 2015 is a new start. Clear the whiteboard, clear the slate. That's what life's about, getting back on the field. You get knocked down, get back up. We got new products coming out. We got enhancements to the plan. We got new tools, new videos, new websites, literature, the flip chart. But the support continues to get stronger and stronger. And yeah, some people might leave. They might decide to retire early. But the ones that really see, that this is a long-term deal, they see, the infrastructure built here with this company, Vima, they're the ones that in 20, 30 years, people are going to go, you know what? I remember that. I saw that happen. I remember when those guys were getting together every week. I remember when those guys were going to those events, those Super Sundays. I remember when those guys were doing the cruise. I remember they met up in Vegas and I saw their pictures on Facebook and they were getting mentored by, Bob Proctor and huge success stories and people that have really led thousands, if not millions of people, to achieve their goals and dreams and change that paradigm. So my question to you tonight is, what do you really want? Don't focus on your current results. Don't focus on your current numbers. That might be, in your health, in weight. That could be in any reason. That could be in your business. Focus in on that, because that's going to lead you to a certain feeling. That's going to give you an emotion, and I promise you it's probably not the best. Okay, I've been there, but I remember that from that point, it led me to take action, and my actions were similar to half-ass. But when I focused on the image, I painted that mental picture of what I was going to do. I'm going to help this guy get to gold. I'm going to help this guy get started and get a frenzy. I'm going to get to the car program. I'm going to get to a point where I can do this and do that. And if you write down what you really want and then lock arms with us, find out a couple ideas. What is that? Well, share the product, share the opportunity, take some actions and get the result. And again, you guys, my dad says it all the time. The facts tell, but stories sell. Facts tell and stories sell. And when you share your story as the fact that you're getting results, people are going to see the reality that you're making it happen. And so from that point, you guys, I got a lot of notes here, but I'm excited. The biggest thing, if you really want to take your business to the next level, create a caring environment, a culture, really where it's genuinely, caring for the people, in your organization. You got to be a skill-based leader, and you got to be a teacher. You got to teach people the invite. You got to teach people the story and teach them how to invite and how to present. I love what Jed says, infinite patience for the right person. I don't know if that was the best, that was a quote of the year. And if you're a master teacher, obviously you want to create an enrolling environment that allows leaders to develop, lead by example, no ego. The great network marketer does not have an ego. He focuses on the team, and that's what you have here with this guy. That's what you have with the Powerhouse Network. So with that, you guys, I'm fired up. Let's get on the cruise. Don't miss it. Get to the next leadership retreat in Las Vegas with Tom Alkazin. Obviously the experience you'll gain and the knowledge will change your life. It'll change the way you think. From that point, 2015 is going to be your year, but it starts with right now making a decision, get on the calls, get on the events, get plugged in. And I can promise you this, get out there, and if you find out who wants to work, set some goals. And again, I have small meetings and home events going on, three-way calls. Last but not least, go back to what started. If you got to use your upline for a three-way call for credibility, use them, get a set up times. I've been doing three-way calls, conference calls, UBUs all day, every day, and I can promise you guys that 2015 is going to be the best year we've ever seen. With that, guys, I'm going to pass it back to not only the man, the myth, the legend to be Mr. International Jed Buenaluz.
Man, that was so good, brother. That was so good. Yeah, I don't know if I have anything else to say, but Brad really touched on everything, ending the year off right. I think one thing that we could share with you is this, obviously this cruise is going to be amazing. You don't want to miss this. And I don't know where you're at right now. Maybe you're 1 away. Maybe you're 2 away. Maybe you're just thinking to yourself, you know what? I haven't really spent time on this, and I'm going to make it happen this week. I'm going to make it happen before the end of Thursday. And I got to let you guys know, this is going to be awesome. Him and I have never been on a cruise together like this. And so, number one, it's going to be fun. We're going to have a blast. And you're going to spend time with all the top leaders in Powerhouse. And, guys, I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this. This is the first time, we've come together as a group and really put an incentive like this together for people who are new. Usually people that are diamonds qualify for this, but new people get a chance to spend time with the #2 income earner in the world. We're going to Mexico. We're going to go zip lining. We're going to do the most fun, amazing team things that you could only dream about in the lifestyle that we talk about. So, man, I'm excited for every single one of you guys. I think November 2nd, if you are in the Southern California area, you don't want to miss that. It's going to be, jam-packed. Everybody knows, Super Sunday is going to be out of control. You're going to get so much content. You're going to get so many people getting excited about the concept and idea, and you're going to get them to go all in. And so, I think, Brad touched on it as we closed out. He says, you got to focus on the small little things, the small little events. I was actually with Nick Lovano just this Friday and Saturday. And one thing I've seen in his organization, what he's done as a presidential leader, Nick does not focus on the 7 p.m. home event. He doesn't focus on his 8 p.m. home event. He doesn't focus on a 9 p.m. home event or the 10 p.m. home event. All Nick focuses on is at 10 o'clock in the morning, he's got a one-on-one. At 11 o'clock, his group is doing meetings. At 12, at noon, people are doing one-on-ones. They're having sit-downs from 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And see, if you could take care of that time frame, you could take care of all of those one-on-ones, two-on-ones, group sessions, small group training, small group presentations, small group two-on-one Skype. By default, the 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock will be packed. But you don't want to focus on the 7 p.m. You just want to focus on what are you doing at 10 o'clock in the morning? What are you doing? Are you sitting down with somebody? I love what Brad says. You got to share the story all the freaking time. And so we're challenging the Powerhouse Network. By the end of this year, we want to create 1,000 bronzes. We want to create 1,000 bronzes. The East, the East Coast has taken that challenge. The West Coast has taken that challenge. So we're going to create 1,000 bronze by the end of this year. And so with that, we thank you for tuning in. We're going to do this again. I think this is the first of many that we're going to do by not only this year, but next year. And we're going to have a lot of powerhouse leaders on this call. And what's great about it is we can do this anywhere around the world as we travel to different countries. Brad's off to Asia. I'm off to Vegas. And so we're going to go make this thing happen. God bless you guys. And we look forward to seeing you guys on the cruise on November 23rd and 26th.
Don't miss it.